It got you, didn't it?
Yep.
A bee?
Makes 5 or 6 this week.
Yeah, so Ninja's last, was it a Monday or Tuesday?
I think it was a Tuesday.
Tuesday. How many did it get you?
I'd say 3 or 4 easy.
On your back? But those are yellow jackets. This
Back
one,
and arm.
back and arm, and this one, Ninja's, I think it was just a regular bee, and it's not a nest. It was right there where that weed eater is. I think he just had one that was right there under these steps, and I noticed he like dropped the weed eater and ran over here. I'm like, what's going on? Is it another bee nest? And he's like, no, it's not a nest. But yeah, and it was burning him really bad, but you took the stinger out. So one of the key things is when you get attacked by yellow jackets or a bee or something, really look at those spots where it bites you, because what happens if that stinger stays in there?
It'll keep burning and stinging.
It'll keep stinging for a while. So the key is to get it out of your arm, back, wherever you got bit, as quickly as possible, so that way it doesn't keep stinging you. It's just not been your week, Busy Bee.
That's for sure.
From second time getting bit to windows to the walls. Don't drop my weed eater on the ground though. Sneaky Saturday. I was about to say surprising Sunday. Sneaky Saturday, Ninjas. Always something going on. But anyway, I'm getting ready to join him with a weed eater because I just mowed here the little bit that there was. There's gonna be some leaves to blow off when we get done, but all the action is in the back. This is the one that I've had for a while. It's a very, very difficult yard. The whole backyard is nothing but weed eating, just because you can't even get a mower back there. And I normally would have parted ways. I've said this before. I normally would have parted ways with a yard like this a long time ago, but I really like these people. They're older. They can't do it themselves. They're really good to me. So I take care of them. Busy Bee, did those wipes help? I gave him some of those sting.
Yeah, it kills the burn a little bit.
It kills the burn, the sting relief wipes and the first aid kit that I was showing you, Ninjas, just few days ago, I guess, or a week ago. So it's really nice to have that when something like this does happen. I'm glad it's not another nest though.
Yeah.
So all right, hey, I got something to show you. Stay tuned. We're gonna go ahead and finish this yard, but I got something to show you, something that came in. What's going on, all my lawn care ninjas? Welcome back to another video. Sneaky Saturday.
Yep.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing much.
So what happened?
I got stung in the face with another bee again.
You got attacked with another bee. Tuesday you got 3 licks, didn't you?
3, 4, 5, something like it. I know I got a couple of good
and now
ones.
one on your face. He said his face is throbbing. I'm like, well, you should be used to that. Hope you ninjas are doing good, having a good weekend. We are working today. We only had 4 yards today, and this is actually our last yard. This is the airport parking lot, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of like a little parking lot, rental place, whatever. And but we had 4 left, and we were able to get them yesterday. We were so close, and then the rain just came, and lightning, thundering. It was pretty severe, so it was too risky. Not, you know, I was telling,
like getting electrocuted.
no, and I was telling Busy Bee, I was like, I'm glad we didn't actually get started, because one thing, what sucks is when you get started on a yard and the rain starts to come in. I know, you know, at least for myself, I like to finish the yard, and man, it sucks if you can't finish the yard. You have to leave everything the way it is and come back the following day. It's just not professional, and I hate doing that to my customers, but sometimes you have to. You got attacked Tuesday, and now you got attacked today. You know, you'll go to these customers' yards and you will get attacked, but sometimes, you know, yellow jackets, busy bee, you know, busy bee. Yeah. Yellow jackets, busy bee, you know, hornets, whatever you want to call them, red wasps. There's all kinds of things, and this is the time of the year that, in particular, yellow jackets like to make a nest. Did you know? Of course, a lot of you probably know, but yellow jackets are the only ones that really make a nest in the ground, and you really can't see it until you run over it with a mower or hit it with a weed eater and you disturb them, and then they just come swarming at you. But they're the only ones that make a nest in the ground. I know the red wasps and stuff, they like to do it in, like, you know, bushes and trees, but yellow jackets, they for some reason like to make a nest in the ground, and by the time you see them, it's too late. Hey, what date is it today? What's today's date? This
the first.
The 1st. So today is August the 1st. Can you believe it, ninjas? Today is August the 1st. I mean, the year's just flying by. I love the 1st of the month. Why is that?
Because you get to charge all your accounts again.
Look, you can remember that, but you can't remember to close a lid, or you can't remember to hit a certain area when I tell you to.
Backwards only, I guess.
But he's all about that money, ninjas. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Yes, I like the 1st of the month just because 1st of the month is something that, you know, I like to get it out of the way, and it's nice. I charge everybody's cards, the ones that I do charge monthly, so that's always a nice little sweet Christmas for me, so to say. 1st of the month.
Yeah, it does you good.
Yeah, just like for you, Monday. Hey, are you required to wear masks where you're at? We are. We're required to wear masks, you know, wherever you go right now, as far as just about wherever you go. I mean, if it's like inside the gas station, you know, if you're trying to go to Wally World, right? Walmart, that's a must. Heck, even McDonald's right now is requiring you to wear masks. Any kind of these supermarket stores, you cannot go in without a mask. So yeah, how do you feel about these masks, man? I'm just curious.
I don't know. They're probably doing us good, though.
Are they? You think so?
I don't know. I really don't.
Yeah, it makes you look like a ninja.
That it does.
But I don't have a problem with it. I don't care. I mean, whether it does us good or not, I mean, it can't hurt, and you know, better be safe than sorry. Also, the GIE, a lot of you already know by now. For those of you who do not, GIE has canceled, which I'll be honest with you, I figured it would. It didn't even faze me one bit. I wasn't shocked at all. I had a feeling that it would. That's one of the reasons why I didn't rush to book a hotel room or buy tickets. I just wanted to kind of see and wait and see if how it turns out, and it turned out exactly how I thought it was going to turn out, which, heck, I don't blame them. Think about it, ninjas. You know, there's like 25,000 people gathering. It's going to be pretty hard to social distance someone. Can you imagine?
There ain't no way.
There's just no way. It's impossible. So and I also heard, I don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that actual place where they hold the GIE, they were using that whole indoors for like sick people that got COVID.
You wouldn't see me going.
Yeah, see, I know. That's one of the reasons why I didn't rush to buy the tickets and any, you know, booking hotels and all that, because I was like, first they're using that whole place for sick people who got COVID, and now, you know, for me just to rush and buy tickets in a hotel, nah. But anyway, sucks. I hate to hear that. At the same time, I'm kind of glad it happened, just because, I mean, it is pretty serious. A lot of people are not taking this as serious, but you know when you'll take it serious, for those of you who think that this is still like not as big of a deal, is when it hits close to home, when you have a loved one or someone who actually gets sick. I think that's when it really when it will make you kind of open your eyes. I think we talked to a couple of customers that their relatives got it here locally, remember?
A few times we have.
Yeah, so there's it's pretty serious, and you know, wash your hands, of course. You know, wear gloves if you can, especially at gas stations and stuff, and wash your face, sanitize your hands, sanitize your face. Some of you need to sanitize that mouth, but you know, there's no cure for that. Busy Bee has been getting stung by a bunch of bees.
They've been lighting me up here lately, no doubt about that.
Well, why don't you light them back up?
Time I get to them, they're done all over me, so I'm good.
Dang, Danielle! Got a little beauty spot there. So a lot of you know we've been using only like El Cheapo, so to say, as far as for ice. It was just something that I picked up at Lowe's real quick when the season started, because my old one from last year, and I've had it for several years. I think it was a Coleman, cracked and the lid busted. It's just, I've had it for a couple of years. So I ended up just picking up that cheap one from Lowe's, and it was okay. It didn't really hold ice or anything, but it got us through the day. But we definitely have to buy ice every day, and it wasn't all that. But anyway, this came in the other day. Big shout out to Igloo, at least that's how I pronounce it. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing that, but I think it's Igloo. And a big shout out to them. This came in the other day, and so far I am liking it. It's very nice. First of all, I like the color. It kind of matches the rinse kit right there. I like the color, and reminds me, of course, also of some of the other brands that are out there that are probably more expensive. So one thing that Igloo claims on this is that it'll hold ice and keep your drinks cold for about 5 days. A couple of you ninjas have already commented on Instagram that it does not hold ice for 5 days, probably more like 2-3 days. To be honest with you ninjas, I'm fine with that. If it holds it for 2-3 days, that's pretty good to me. Better than still changing ice every day. And like I said, there'd be more ice in here, but Busy Bee, we did 2 yards like side by side, and he grabbed the water and he left this thing open just like that. And I'm like, I finally got back to the truck. I'm like, did you mess with the cooler? And he's like, oh yeah, I got a drink. I'm like, okay, so why are you leaving that open? Why'd you leave that open?
Hey, I don't know.
You don't know?
I was in a different place, I guess.
Ninjas, he saw that it was an Igloo. He's like, oh yeah, that'll hold ice. You don't even have to close it. Have you ever heard of Igloo?
Yeah, I've had
you
one.
like it?
I've had one before.
What are some of the other brands? I can't think of the names right now. Some of the really more fancy or expensive brands out there. I know there's Yeti, yeah, Coleman's. There's, you know, Coleman's, I think, and there's another one that I'm thinking of, but I can't. Arctic is another one. So, you know, ninjas, I don't know the big difference between them all. I mean, they all hold ice. Maybe some of them do a little better than others, but you know. So anyway, this is pretty cool. It's got these 2 rubbers right here that, stop it, that, you know, you just right there and it'll close it. It does have the size right here where you can pick it up and carry it if it'll stay up there. There you go. You know, if you got this thing full of ice or whatnot, 2 people, you know, grab it on each side. You also have a release right here. This is where you can release all your water, I would assume. Let's see. There it is. Woo! Ooh, that water is cold. So that's pretty cool. You got a measuring scale approximately. You got, like, what is this? Centimeters and inches. You know, you got a measuring tape right here. I guess Busy Bee's somewhere probably around right here. Because he was earlier looking at it, he was doing this, and I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. I'm like, really, dude? Really? But anyway, I'll keep you posted. I just wanted to show you, but I'll keep you posted of how it does when we start our new week next week. Tell you what, ninjas, it makes a world of difference when you got nice sharp blades. Did not need to double cut at all. I did push some of that access down into that ditch, and then I kind of spread it out and made a few extra passes. It's kind of what I normally do in this property. It just works out the best for me. But I mean, look at it. And with the old blades, I would have probably had to run over it 2-3 times and then deal with the excess grass. So having sharp blades makes a world of difference. Ninjas, it's a wrap. Just got home. Not much of a video today, except just the fact of be careful. You can get attacked at any yard. You just never know what yard it could be. So really important, kind of what we touched on a little bit. Make sure you have your first aid kit at all times, and just be ready. You just never know, especially this time of the year when it gets warm. You got all kinds of bugs and things flying around. In the next video, we're gonna get a little bit more in detail about the grass. So 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have some kind of a fungus in your yard. And if you call a professional company, they'll probably tell you it's a fungus as well, and I don't know what the prices may be, but what I found is something that you can do by yourself, and it's a lot cheaper. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna experience this in my own yard, but maybe if you are licensed, of course, and if it works for you, maybe this is something you could consider offering to your customers. So just stay tuned in the next video. I just want to give you a little sneak peek, but hey, stickers, if you got any stickers, let me know. Shoot me an email, DM me on Instagram, whatever you need to do, and we'll get you over here on the Locker of Fame. But hope everyone has a good weekend. Thank you again. Take care. I'm tired, can't you tell? Yeah, it's been a long week. Busy Bee has been real busy this week. Peace.